Dawn over the African savanna is never truly peaceful. Somewhere there's always someone eating, and somewhere there's always someone watching and calculating. The hyenas hunted for prey last night, and the scent of that meal is traveling very far. These lions haven't eaten since yesterday. Last night's hunt was unsuccessful. The prey escaped into the darkness. And this morning, hungry and tired, the scent of meat carried on the wind is an irresistible invitation. The hyenas spotted the lion from a great distance. They weren't afraid. They outnumbered the lion by almost 3 times. And they were standing on the prize they had worked hard all night to obtain. Stealing prey or kleptoparasitism is not a cowardly act in nature. It's a strategy, and lions use it more often than we think. But today, the hyena pack isn't small, and they're well fed, meaning they have enough energy to fight. The two sides stared at each other. The atmosphere was heavy as lead. This was a psychological battle. Whichever side gave in first would lose. And the hyenas attacked first. Lions are stronger individually, but hyenas outnumber them, and they coordinate better in chaotic close combat. Every time a lion turns to deal with one, 2 others attack from behind. And the hyenas saw that. The fight was no longer about food. It became about honor, about who would leave first. And then it saw trees. Lions don't usually climb trees, not because they couldn't, but because they didn't need to. But when there are no other options, survival instinct will lead them to explore things they wouldn't normally use. The first morning ended. No meal, wounds, and a lioness left alone on a branch, looking down at the hyenas waiting below. Lions sometimes actively seek out hyena dens, not to hunt, but to punish, to reduce the number of competitors for food in their territory. Here it is, the hyena den, where they breed, raise their young, and take shelter. And this midday, while the adult hyenas are out foraging, only the cubs and a few individuals remain to guard it. First, the lions rush forward to catch the cubs that are escaping from the den. Then, one by one, the adult animals that were on patrol returned. But luckily, it spotted them and retreated in time.
They threaten predators with the power of unity to take over their prey. So today we bring you video documents the moment lion attacked hyena to eliminate his prey.
Each lion in the pride has its own specific task, assigned by the alpha male. The lions carried out their revenge in a very systematic way. They didn't spare a single individual.
Oh my God.
Lions know how to attack a den. This isn't the first time they've done this. They block the exits first, then proceed to the center. The lions don't have much time. The alarm has spread, and the entire hyena pack is returning, angry, in their territory, protecting their cubs. Now the lions are in real trouble. Got it. But this is only the easiest part of the plan. In hyena territory, with their overwhelming numbers, lions are no longer the aggressors. They are surrounded. The male lion tried to hold its position, but the hyenas didn't attack head-on. They bit and retreated, bit and retreated. It was a cumulative effect. Each bite alone wasn't dangerous, but dozens of bites in a few minutes were. The prey escaped. In the chaos, the lioness had to choose between keeping her prey and protecting herself. And survival instinct prevailed, and the lions began to lose ground. But this time, the hyenas wouldn't let them go. After securing the den and protecting their cubs, their territorial instincts drove them. They pursued. They chased until their enemies were completely out of sight. One day, 2 battles, not a bite to eat. In the wilderness, sometimes that's all it takes to have a chance at a second chance tomorrow. After a night of struggling with pain, this male lion must begin a new day by quickly finding his pride again. Because hyenas have a numerical advantage, they can hunt a lot of prey, and their food reserves are very difficult to run out of. Last night was a night of rest, but hunger never ceases. Their bodies are starting to wear thin. Today, there's no room for failure anymore. The lions were so hungry, they had to humiliatingly eat the skeleton, with only a little meat left that the hyenas had left behind. There was something different about how they moved this morning. Slower, more cautious. Truly hungry animals don't waste energy on any unnecessary movements. The African buffalo is an ideal prey in terms of food, but one of the most dangerous animals a lion can face. A mature buffalo weighs over 800 kilograms. Its horns can pierce a lion's belly. And more importantly, they never run away alone. But at the edge of the group, the male lion saw what he was looking for. An old one, walking unevenly. There's a problem with the hind leg. This is the goal. The pincer trap tactic involves one group approaching from behind, pushing the prey forward, where the rest of the group is waiting. It is most effective when the prey is unaware until it is too late. The wind is blowing in the right direction. The sun is at the right angle. These are ideal hunting conditions, and the lions know it. There it is. The buffalo at the edge of the herd has spotted the pride of lions approaching, causing them to panic and lose their bearings. There it is, the buffalo has been separated, and when prey is separated from the herd, it loses the most important thing, collective strength. Success. After nearly 2 days of starvation, the lions had their first meal. Especially when numbers allow. Hundreds of buffalo are returning, not running, walking, because they don't need to rush. They're more numerous, heavier, and they're in their own yard. The lion pride scattered. Each lion ran in a different direction. This is a survival instinct when faced with something many times larger and approaching at terrifying speed. When a herd of wild buffalo decides to fight back, there's not much on this savanna that can withstand it. Each one weighs over 700 kilograms, and they're running in a pack. The male lion had been injured since yesterday. Its leg hadn't fully healed yet, and the distance to the buffalo herd was disappearing. This wasn't defense anymore. This was punishment. Even a male lion, with its 200-kilogram body and fighting experience, is no match for a herd of enraged buffaloes in their territory. The lion pride has fallen apart. It's no longer a fighting unit. Each lion is fending for itself. And in the wild, when a pride breaks apart like that, it's a sign of complete defeat. On the African savanna, collective strength always triumphs over individual strength. And today, the buffalo herd proved that in the most ruthless way possible. One fell behind. The male lion had been injured since yesterday. Its leg hadn't fully healed yet, and it no longer had the strength to escape with its pride. And this was its end. While the lions were attacking the buffalo herd, the lion cub followed them, hiding in the tall grass. But when the buffalo counterattacked and trampled them, it wasn't quick enough to escape. The lions scattered in all directions, completely unaware that their cubs were in danger. Even though the fight had dragged on, the buffalo herd remained very aggressive. They only knew to charge wherever the lions ran. When the mother lion escaped the encirclement and couldn't find her cub, she cried out and went searching. Unfortunately for the lion cubs, they were targeted by a herd of buffalo, and the outcome is something we've all probably seen on screen. When the battle ended, this was the fate of the lion that miraculously escaped death. And then a lioness turned around. She wasn't looking for prey. She was looking for her cubs. And then she licked it again, as if that gesture could change what had happened. Asterisk asterisk, on the African savanna, every morning asks one question: who hunts and who is hunted? For this herd of wild boars, the answer is often both. Asterisk asterisk. Asterisk asterisk. The African warthog is one of the savanna's toughest omnivores. Feeding on grass, roots, fruits, and carrion, it relies on sharp tusks for digging and defense. A charging adult male can inflict serious wounds, even on a leopard. Asterisk asterisk. High in the treetops, the martial eagle. Its eyes can spot prey from 5 kilometers away. And today, it's looking down at the piglets scurrying around their mother. In the tall grass, a lioness. She's been watching this herd of wild boars since sunrise. She's calculating her moves. Two predators, a school of prey, and the morning has just begun. The martial eagle doesn't dive down immediately. It circles, observing, assessing, selecting its target. It flies at a sufficient altitude so as not to cast a shadow on the ground, because its shadow is the first warning signal a prey will notice. The martial eagle's somersault reaches speeds of over 150 kilometers per hour. Its talons generate a gripping. And that's it. Faster than any reflex could have time to react. Simultaneously, from the sky and from the ground, 2 attacks began. The wild boars were unaware. They could only react to the danger they saw. The eagle fired first. The herd of wild boars scattered, and in the midst of the chaos. The martial eagle's landing doesn't always kill instantly. The bigger the prey, the more of a struggle it has to go through. The eagle was struggling, and at the same time, the wild boars were frantically running towards their nests. This was the moment the 2 lionesses in the bushes had been waiting for. The lion seizes the opportunity. A wild boar's den is not lion territory. In that cramped darkness, the one with long tusks and space to turn around is the one who prevails. And lions know that. Eagles use their wings like levers, spread out to create gravity to pin down their prey, while maintaining balance as the prey struggles. This is the most dangerous phase for the eagle on the ground. It is vulnerable. The lions, disappointed that the herd of pigs managed to escape, seem to be hatching a new plan. The eagle couldn't fly back to its nest because the wild boar was still alive and resisting. Instead of panicking, the eagle calmly used its talons to firmly grip and press down on the pig's intestines, rendering it unconscious. Only when its prey is completely still can the eagle move forward easily, and it is unaware that a pride of lions is approaching in the distance. If it doesn't leave quickly, an unexpected end will follow. Flying with heavy prey is a completely different challenge than flying empty-handed. Martial eagles can carry prey weighing up to 5 kilograms, but every meter of altitude comes at a cost. Every meal is a flight. Every flight is a war. And today, the mother eagle won her part. The eagle returns to its nest and feeds its chicks. The eagle seems very vigilant of its surroundings, as if it's a maternal instinct even in its own territory. The martial eagle is the only one on this savanna unafraid of lions, because it's not within the lion's range. It looks down from above and sees what the lion can't see about itself. The cubs are too far away from the adult pack. Marshall's eagle has hunted young antelopes, baby baboons, and in rare cases, lion cubs. This time, it chose its target correctly, but it overlooked one thing: the sound of a baby bird. Eagles don't attack randomly. They're calculating the flight path, the angle of the sun, the wind direction, and most importantly, the distance between the chick and the adult's talons. Each circle narrows the gap a little more. Asterisk, asterisk. A martial eagle can spot prey from 5 kilometers away. From this height, it sees everything: the lines below, the direction of their gaze, the playful cubs, and the growing distance between them and the adults. Asterisk, asterisk. The eagle swooped down as fast as an arrow. The lion cub was playing, unaware of the danger rapidly approaching it. By the time the lion cub realizes danger, it is already far from the protection of its pride. When they realized it was too late to escape, it was already too late. Sharp claws positioned themselves on a young animal running through the grass, and then a swift, decisive kick landed. It didn't immediately attack the eagle. Instead, it moved cautiously to observe, fearing it might injure the hatchling. And then several lions approached, and they seemed to be signaling something to each other. The lions quickly sought shelter from the rain, no longer paying attention to the injured eagle. Eagles are the rulers of the skies, but on the ground, with their wings damaged in the rain, they become something very different. And the rain doesn't care. The one who hunted the lion cub in the morning became the lion's meal in the afternoon. Nature has no concept of justice or revenge. There is only chance and who is in the right place at the right time. While the lions were dealing with the defeated eagle, 2 more eagles suddenly appeared in the sky after the rain. Could they be the brothers of the eagle that had just been defeated? Asterisk, asterisk. The eagles kept their distance from the pride. Moments earlier, they had witnessed a brutal sight, one of their own killed by the lions. Asterisk, asterisk. A herd of wild boars was foraging in the afternoon when they were suddenly attacked by a pride of lions, causing them to scatter in panic and run back to their den. High up in the trees, a pair of eyes was watching the lions hunt. The wild boar's den, the only entrance for the herd after escaping the lions this morning. It was supposed to be the safest place on the savanna. And today, a whole pride of lions is standing right outside. Asterisk, lions rarely enter burrows. The tight space, poor visibility, and deadly tusks give a wild boar a huge advantage. But the lions don't need to go inside. They only need to make staying there impossible. Asterisk. Under immense pressure from the digging and roaring of the lion, the herd of wild boars rushed out, startling the lion, but it didn't panic. The male knows it can't win, but male wild boars aren't programmed to calculate probabilities. They're programmed to retaliate when the herd is attacked, whatever the outcome. There are battles where bravery doesn't make a difference. The boar fought back, butting, clawing, forcing the lioness to retreat. But not just one, not just two, the whole herd. And behind them all, a boar twice as heavy stepped out. This wasn't a battle anymore. This was the end. The wild boar put up a fierce resistance. Even the lion couldn't have imagined it could be so strong. The leopard had been perched on that branch all morning watching eagles hunt. Lions surround the den, and herds of wild boars scattered. And now, before it, an exhausted female wild boar standing alone, far from the feeding lions. This looked like the perfect opportunity. But there's one thing the leopard overlooked. That female wild boar wasn't exhausted from fear. She was exhausted from escaping an entire pride of lions. That meant her survival instincts were at their absolute peak. A leopard attacking a wild boar is a dangerous gamble, even when the prey is in top form. With one that has previously fought a lion and escaped, this is a disaster foretold. Although the news was raging, no one knew what would happen in the next few seconds. The tusks of a male wild boar can be up to 25 centimeters long, curved, and razor sharp. That goring wasn't fatal, but it was enough to completely change the outcome. Hai ke bathong, kang he, thing, kang he theoh, nay, ke la lui quap chin ma fen ra. Vien si hai fien, fien si hai fien, uter jama kang benau nanji si, ji. The morning on the African savanna begins with movement. Herds of forest elephants, hundreds of them, are moving in search of grass in the early morning light. Many herbivorous animals begin their day at grazing spots with sufficient moisture, so they don't have to move around much. Lions sleep an average of 16 to 20 hours a day. Not because they're lazy, but because what they do in those remaining 4 hours requires all their body's energy. This morning, under the acacia trees, the pride of lions is in its deepest sleep of the day. African buffalo are not blind runners. They remember. They remember their enemies in their territory, and sometimes, instead of waiting for danger to come, they proactively seek it out. The buffalo smelled it. And instead of staying away, they were heading straight in. The lions awoke, not naturally, but forcibly. And nothing's more unpleasant for a male lion than being woken from sleep by the very thing it usually hunts. The buffalo stopped but did not retreat. The lion stood tall but did not yield. This is the oldest language of the savannah. Who will yield first? And then that male buffalo took another step, one step. Direct challenge. No one retreats anymore. It wasn't the lions who chose to fight today. It was the buffaloes who brought the battle right to where they were sleeping. The buffalo herd miscalculated. By advancing and waking the lions, they created the most dangerous situation possible. An angry pride of lions standing upright and spotting their prey right in front of them. Their sleepiness turned into hunger, and the buffalo's spread out formation created exactly the gap the lions needed. The encirclement tactic was formed in an instant. Both sides and rear were locked, leaving the prey with no choice but to run straight ahead where the male lion was waiting. This time, the lions didn't need to go looking for an opportunity. The buffalo herd had brought the opportunity right to them. 40 meters, activation range, and there's no turning back for either side. Attack. The herd of buffalo scattered in all directions, hundreds running at once, created a sound and force that the ground could not hold still. But in that chaos, the target buffalo was cut off from the herd, exactly as planned. The buffalo has no turning points. It must run straight ahead. And ahead, a male lion is standing up. And this is where numbers come into play. 3 against 1 on the ground without teammates. The buffalo fights, but it can't handle 3 attacks from the same direction at once. The male lion was injured. His left rib, where the buffalo horns had made contact, was bleeding. His ribs may have been damaged. But the hunt was still going on, and the lionesses weren't stopping. This is the risk of being in a frontal position. A male lion must stand directly in front of a buffalo, charging at full speed. And sometimes, no matter how strong, physics makes no exceptions. African jungle fowl never abandon their mates' ism. The herd has stopped, and the alpha males are turning back not to flee, but to save. And the rescue herd of buffalo arrived, but they were a few crucial seconds too late. They arrived just in time to chase the lions away, but not in time for the buffalo to get back on its feet. In the wilderness, seconds can decide everything. The buffalo arrived in time to witness the event, but not enough to change the outcome. The prey was gone, and the lions, despite their injuries, had accomplished what they had come to do. When, not a perfect victory, the male lion was injured, one lioness was limping. But the herd has food. And in the wild, that's all that ultimately counts. The feeding order within a lion pride reflects a strict social hierarchy. The male lions eat first, even if they haven't caught the prey. This rule has existed for millions of years. No one breaks it. And then it all stopped. Heavy. The sun was high in the sky, casting its heat down on the grassland. Nothing more needed to be done. at least not for the next few hours. This is the little discussed part of a lion's life, the moments of complete stillness after a storm, and they enjoy it completely, without worry, without judgment. Impala favor prey of leopards and wild dogs. They can leap 3 meters high and 10 meters far, but today they're safe. The lions are full, and a full lion is no threat for now. Once full, the lion no longer sees the world through the eyes of a hungry animal. But the lion never completely stops observing, because the African savanna, even in its most peaceful moments, is never truly silent. And on that rock, the baboons are having their own problems. A struggle for leadership, a battle no less fierce, albeit on a much smaller scale. The African savanna never rests. A black mamba, the fastest venomous snake in Africa, capable of speeds up to 20 kilometers per hour, with venom that can kill a human in hours. But today it was just passing by, unconcerned about the lion's feast. And the injured male lion lies still, letting its wounds heal as nature has programmed them. Beside it, the pride. The only thing that remains unchanged, no matter what happens today. The male lion observed everything, then closed his eyes. When he was full, the whole world seemed far less daunting. Zebras, their memories are good enough to recognize and avoid areas with lions. But today, they pass quite close without speeding up. Perhaps they recognize the scent, the smell of a lion pride that had just finished eating, no longer an immediate threat. The savanna doesn't stop for a single hunt. Around the lion pride, the lives of hundreds of other creatures continue at their own rhythm, eating, drinking, moving, reproducing, dodging. Small circles within larger circles. The day ends. Not a perfect day. There were injuries, there were near misses. But it ends with full stomachs and the herd intact. In the wild, that's the definition of a good day. The hyenas were lucky enough to be allowed by the lions to scavenge on the buffalo carcass, eating the leftovers. And tomorrow, the sun will rise again. The buffalo will move again. The zebras will return to the pasture. And this pride of lions will rise again with new memories from today, new observations from tonight, and begin all over again. The African night is not dark for lions. With eyes that can see through the darkness, the nocturnal savanna opens up as clearly as day to them. And what they are doing right now is not aimless wandering. They are surveying their territory, marking in their memory the watering spots, animal trails, areas where prey frequently pass through. A new day will bring another hunt. And that hunt begins tonight from what is being observed and recorded right now. And those herbivores, living out their lives as usual, didn't know that up on that hill, eyes were watching them, making calculations. That's their life. No days off, no guarantees. Only the next day, and what they've learned to face it. African wild dogs, Lycaon pictus, the wild dog. No two individuals share the same coat pattern, which means every member of this pack is visually unique. They are also, pound for pound, the most efficient predators in Africa, an 80% hunt success rate compared to the lion's 30%. Today's first hunt begins before the sun fully clears the horizon. Eats, a simple rule that helps the pack survive injury, illness, and hardship. Wild dogs are among the few predators that will harry a lion, not to fight it, but to make the cost of staying high enough that the lion occasionally leaves. Today, the lions are not in a leaving mood. The pack loses their kill. They always are, in a landscape that takes back as readily as it gives. The alpha pair lead not through aggression, but through confidence. Their authority is expressed in posture, in the direction they walk, in the frequency with which others defer to their movements. The pack has not eaten enough today. The alpha female is already planning the next hunt. These 6 pups are 10 weeks old. In 4 months, they will join their first hunt. In 6 months, they will be running at full adult speed. Right now, they are learning the things that cannot be taught directly. How hard to bite, how to read another animal's body language, when to submit and when to push back. Play is not play. It is curriculum. Wild dogs have one of the most sophisticated communication systems in the canid family. They use at least a dozen distinct vocalizations, plus a rich vocabulary of postural signals that researchers are still cataloging. The whir call, unique to this species, functions as both contact call and emotional barometer. When the pack is content, the whirring is constant and low. When danger approaches, it stops entirely. Babysitting in wild dog packs is voluntary. Pack members stay behind based on individual temperament and social bonds, not coercion. The babysitter today is a 3-year-old female, the older sister of the current pup litter. She has not eaten since yesterday morning. She will not leave the pups to hunt. The midday rest is not wasted time. It is when social bonds are reinforced. The grooming, the physical contact, the shared warmth that tells every individual, you are part of this group, and this group is what keeps you alive. Wild dogs in bonded packs survive longer, raise more pups, and hold larger territories than isolated individuals. Connection is survival strategy. The afternoon hunt begins with more intensity than the mornings. The pack is hungrier. The light is better for running, and the impala herds that graze in the open areas to the east are beginning their own afternoon feeding movement. They know where the impala will be. The pack reads the impala herd the way experienced hunters read any crowd, looking not for the fastest or the strongest, but for the one that does not fit. An impala that stops grazing a half second after the others. One whose ears rotate a fraction slower. One whose stride, when they walk, favors the left rear leg. The alpha female has found her target within 90 seconds of arrival. The relay is what separates wild dogs from almost every other pursuit predator. When the lead dog tires, another takes the front, while the tired dog drops to a recovery pace. The impala cannot exploit this. It has been running at maximum effort since the start, and maximum effort is not sustainable. Wild dogs run at 80% effort for as long as necessary. The mathematics favor them every time. The kill. After 3 minutes of full-speed running, the pack is breathing hard but coordinated. The takedown is clean, practiced, the result of hundreds of hours of running together. The impala weighs 60 kilograms, 12 dogs. The math is generous today. Everyone eats. This is the fundamental promise of the wild dog pack, the contract that makes cooperation possible. The babysitter who stayed behind all day eats the same share as the alpha who led the hunt. No one is left out. This is why, despite being smaller than lions and leopards, wild dogs maintain the highest pup survival rate of any large African predator. Spotted hyenas and wild dogs share a long and complicated relationship in the African bush. Hyenas steal kills from wild dogs regularly. They are larger, stronger, and operate in larger numbers. The wild dogs are faster, and their pups, if the pack is present, are almost always successfully defended. The hyena's approach is methodical. One draws the babysitter's attention, while the second circles for a flank approach. This is not coincidence or instinct alone. Possibly at this same den, three wild dogs against two hyenas. The hyenas are individually larger by a factor of 3, but wild dogs operate in coordinated offensive units, each one striking and withdrawing before the hyena can respond. The speed differential at close quarters is decisive. The hyenas retreat before any serious biting occurs. The cost-benefit analysis shifts the moment the reinforcements arrive. All 6 pups are accounted for. The alpha female checks each one with the thoroughness of an animal that understands, at some deep level, what the alternative would have looked like. The babysitter, who held the hyena at bay alone for 40 seconds, receives attention from every returning adult. Whether this constitutes gratitude in any meaningful sense, we cannot say. It looks like it. Moving with pups is the pack's most vulnerable moment. The young ones cannot run at full adult speed, which means the pack cannot flee at full speed if a threat appears. This is the calculation wild dogs make every time they relocate a den. The benefit of a safer location weighed against the exposure of the journey there. The ambush lasts under 4 seconds. The lions chose the location carefully. Calf-high grass, a narrow corridor the pack must pass through. 2 lions perfectly positioned on either side. This is not opportunistic hunting. This has been planned. Wild dog pups are a preferred target of lions in many parts of Africa. A reliable, accessible food source that costs far less energy than hunting zebra or buffalo. 5 pups. The pack moves on, not because it does not feel the loss, but because stopping does not restore it, sometimes refusing to move for hours. Today, the alpha female gives it 30 seconds. Then she turns. There are 5 pups who still need protecting. That is the work. High above the pack, a leopard waits. The wild dogs below do not know they are being studied, or that one mistake could be costly. Wild dogs have a specific alarm call for leopards. The moment it sounds, every adult looks up. They know the threat before they see it. The tree is the leopard's salvation and its prison simultaneously. Up here, the wild dogs cannot reach it. But it cannot come down as long as they are present, and it cannot reach the pups as long as they are surrounded. It is a stalemate measured in patience. And wild dogs are patient animals when the alternative is leaving a leopard above their pups. The day has drained the pack. One pup lost, battles fought, energy spent. Yet they keep moving, because on the African savanna, stopping is not an option. No lions, no hyenas. The odds are acceptable. The advance begins. The decision is instant. The cheetahs retreat, preserving their bodies for another hunt. Within moments, ownership of the carcass has changed hand. Every second counts at a stolen kill. The pack feeds quickly, then moves on. The alpha female carries food home, where hungry pups are still waiting. The impala leg is abandoned. The pack turns for home. Food can be found again tomorrow. Survival is what matters today. One pup lost, 5 pups safe. Hunts won, threats survived. Another day endured. This is the life of the African wild dog, a predator that survives through cooperation,